All right.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, hello.
We are cutting it short.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I guess yeah. Just it's fine. We're good. Hello, everybody,
Good day,
and
mates.
welcome to Tally the Votes, where at least two out of three of Tally the Votes co-hosts could drive a stick. That's what she said. This is episode 6 already. We're like about the midway point, right?
Yeah, that
Or
was
no?
halfway
That
tonight.
was halfway.
Yeah.
And this one is entitled "The System Hacked Me." I'm Christy, and as always, I'm here with my two reality show besties, David and Jamie. How are you guys on this
I
all eve before
I'm
Halloween?
doing. Hey, you know what? Fired up is all I've got to say on this. The night of the
The night be
pre Hallows Eve.
right.
And of course, I'm suffering from a man cold, so I expect a suitable amount of sympathy.
Well, I'm sure that's going to be scary for someone.
No, I live alone. No one cares.
Yeah, did you stay home from work today? Were you sick
Yes.
enough to stay home? You did?
Wow.
So are you staying home tomorrow too?
No.
To be determined?
No, I left early yesterday, so I got to go tomorrow.
You got to go tomorrow. All right. Well,
Mm,
okay. Maybe it'll be scary tomorrow. It'll be a spooky Halloween tomorrow. Anyway,
are you going to wear a
anybody,
costume tomorrow?
I am.
What is it?
Oh, you guys will have to wait for the picture.
Oh, for heaven's sakes! Fine.
All right.
No
Well, maybe,
spoilers on this show.
but now that you've just dropped it like that, like a little hook, you'll have to put it on the Facebook page.
Okay.
Okay. Fantastic. All right, guys. Well, this episode really, for the most part, a good episode. Some things happened, but it was mostly
Yeah.
interactions between the teams. Otherwise, it kind of was almost like a redo of last week, wasn't it? Didn't it feel like
Well,
that?
It
after last
kind of
week,
felt like it.
it felt like a by the book episode. Like
Yeah,
everything sort of
it did.
happened this way, the way it should happen. There wasn't any real spanners. The people who lost or who fell out were obviously going to, or at least disadvantaged.
Yeah.
Right.
But they start in Dubrovnik and they have to drive to the Arboretum
Yes.
to find a statue of Neptune. And just fun fact, the Arboretum is home to 500-year-old trees. And I caught this little part because sometimes, he probably always says it, but they have 10 euros for this leg. And I was trying to figure out after the show
Admission.
Is
I'm
that
sure
what it was for?
And they never
the
showed
Arboretum?
it, but I'm sure it was to get in the gates.
This is a show. Wouldn't they just
It costs
already have
$2 to go to the bathroom in Dubrovnik, to public bathrooms.
Is that what the 10 euros is for then?
Maybe.
Save your
Because I would
bathroom
think
money?
I would think they would have the admissions to places set up ahead of time.
You would think.
Right? I would think so.
That's what makes
'cause
sense.
They're usually not in places where you see like a lot of tourists at the exact same time. Usually they're kind of, aren't they? It seems like. Anyway.
Yeah, usually.
And they didn't see anybody else in the Arboretum.
No,
No, but I'm
there
sure
wasn't anybody else.
I'm sure they're holding people back.
Or the Arboretum, like Jack said.
Yes.
I arboretorium. So all they had to do was find that statue, but it was kind of like they didn't really have directions. They just had to kind of like wander around. So that was kind of like luck of the draw. But they all seemed to, nobody really struggled to find it. But that gives them their clue that they have to head off to their detour of either bag it up or pull it up. And these two, right from the get-go, I thought one was better than the other. But then afterwards, I'm not sure. What did you guys think? Which one did you think would be better to do?
Well, first of all, I'm really disappointed that after saying bag it up, no one followed it with no diggity, but that's just my own thought. But let's just talk about the Tucker and the Eric of the whole thing, because I really feel like we need to say this is ridiculous how far ahead
They're destroying
they are
everybody.
right from the get-go.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're target number one, right?
There before the next people. They were pulling out when the other people got there.
It was ridiculous.
Right.
Like, just
Yes.
done,
Nobody
gone,
else has
by.
even showed up to the detour
And
yet.
they
They were already done.
saw anybody else the rest of the day.
No, they did not.
No,
Well,
no.
because Tucker did say at one point he didn't know if Rubina was still in the, if she's still in the race. I
Yeah.
don't know. But regardless, he does say he doesn't know if Rubina is in the race or not, but it doesn't matter because we would still play the game the same.
Yep.
So that was
Miles ahead of everybody.
She kind of gave it back to him at the end.
I loved
But
that.
he,
That was
but he
great.
doesn't know that.
Well, of course not.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's kind of funny for us to hear it like the ooh.
Well, and knowing now that they have since broke up.
I like to imagine it was this.
She's just so gosh darn cute, isn't she?
Her and her sister are wonderful
They really
women,
are.
and I love them.
They're really sweet.
And they really kept after it this week because I didn't think they were going to make it.
Yeah, and they just always have like a good attitude and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, but Tucker, he can drive a stick, and so he was the first one to get in his car, and I thought we're gonna see somebody struggle with a stick this time.
Yeah.
And what we ended up having was, Jag and Jas talk about how they have their CDL, but they're the first people, not the only ones, but the first ones that have a problem finding reverse.
Reverse.
Way up and over to
You had to push it down, up and over. Right.
Yep.
Down, over and up.
But on the left.
Yeah.
I don't know. Every stick that I've ever had always had reverse down.
Every stick I've ever had always has the pattern of the gears on the top of the stick shift.
It does.
Yep.
And you know what? Okay, that's what my husband and I said. And I said, you know what? Even if they don't have an R for reverse, because it's a different sounding word.
You could just keep going through them until you found it.
Well, it would just be like whatever isn't
is in that place. Yeah.
No, because the numbers,
their numbers,
those would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still.
Well, and we know now that there is an R in the Croatian alphabet.
There is.
Because
right.
we know the 4 letters that are in there.
We know
You're right.
the facts about Croatia. But anyway, they go to the bag it up. That's what they had. Bag it up is you have to bag 10 bags each with 20 pounds of salt. And then seal it up, and on face value I thought that's the one you do, and then they said you had to take it to shipping, but I didn't realize shipping was so far. It was so far.
It looked like it was about a quarter to a half a mile. It wasn't.
Oh my gosh.
Far.
Far enough.
It was a long way to go to push that many pounds in a wheelbarrow across a monsoon field.
Far enough that Izzy and those guys still weren't even across at one time when Jack they'd gone that way and come all the way back.
Well, Izzy stopped to throw her temper tantrum, let's be honest.
She did, but still, it was pretty
Girl's
far.
got some anger management issues.
It was pretty far. Well, yeah, it was
I'd have kicked it.
And then, of
I'd
course,
have
the
kicked it.
producers, they have to put it in slow-mo so she looks like,
so it looks way more dramatic. Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway,
I was so hoping they'd get there and get rejected because they were wet. That would have just made.
Because they were in the puddle.
She would have lost her.
I know, and that would have been delicious.
Crap. Wow, you're such a hater of Izzy.
Well, because she's got anger management issues. She's playing very angry.
She is not afraid to show whatever emotions she is feeling.
And most of them are angry.
Or they're really super hyper.
It's really super hyper more than anything. But if she gets angry, if she does get upset, she'll be like, "I'm really upset." She doesn't push it back.
Yeah, nope, not at all. And then the other one was the pull it up. And this one was
that looked harder.
They had to row out, and that was where I was like, I don't know if you want to row out, pull to the marked buoys, pull up 3 lines of oysters, then row back to shore, and then deliver them. So here's my thought on between the two, just on paper. It seemed to me to have to do all that physical stuff anywhere in the water, and then have to navigate and find an address to deliver. I thought maybe not that one because there was too much chance. The other one was, but I think it was the faster one, don't you? I mean, assuming you
knew how to row a boat, yes.
No. You have to just be able to see a boat and know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that had any one of them known how to row the boat, it wouldn't have been hard at all.
That's what I mean. I'm
They're all standing up. It's a gondola.
And Kyland and Taylor were not good at rowing the boat.
Standing up each there's two people, there's two paddles. Standing up and paddling on either side is better than what Kylan was doing, where they're
Yeah.
like going, you're going backwards. And he's like, I know. It's like, no, dude, you're supposed to. And why are you in the back of the boat where it's like you're like this in the water? Because you're in the back. Like, no, Delta. Anyway, I bet you they'll get a lot of boat grief in the future, the two of them.
Yes, and then I love he's like, oh, if you see it coming out of this, like grab it and just like put it back on there. And every time she's looking anywhere other than what the row is doing. Like, oh my gosh, you guys are not working well as a team right now.
They have good reasoning for why they do what they do. Like they problem solve and but sometimes they don't, they're missing a component.
Yes.
So it ends up being that Tucker and Eric smoke everybody as they take the first ones to finish the bag it up. And then Jag and Jazz, Joseph and Adam, Izzy and Paige, Jack, Chelsea, they all did bag it up and the other three teams did pull it up. And I thought it was smart, the ones that did do pull it up, they all seemed to do a little faster, especially Rubina. I think Rubina and Christina, I think they actually caught up a lot of time doing that.
Well, they made it look like it was close at the end.
Well, because I don't know if you guys saw, they left when they finally departed, Rubina, it was 12:55.
Wow.
That's how late they started. But
that's a really that's a late start.
But I feel like compared to the other two teams that were kind of in the back doing the other challenge, they seem to, because they were already there doing the challenge when they left even the pit stop.
Yeah.
So they did kind of make up some time from taking that. But poor Rubina, I was like, just don't let her reach over there and pull that up. She don't even weigh as much as the line of oysters, probably.
And then she lost her glasses.
She lost her
happened to me.
And I was like, oh yeah, totally something that would happen to me.
And I'd just be like, I can't play anymore. I'm blind.
Yeah, really. I wonder if something
I wouldn't be able to see.
I wonder if
they got to have spares.
I would be able to see, but I wouldn't be able to read.
Oh, see, I can't.
And I would be able to drive, but I wouldn't be able to read the dashboard to see where I was going or read signs, but I would be able to see everything. But I don't know, that just
I think they made the right choice though, because if you look at how many bags did they have to do, 10 and at 20 pounds apiece.
Yeah.
Those teeny tiny women trying to push that wheelbarrow through all that mud.
Absolutely.
Forget about it.
I think Izzy and Paige should have done the boat.
Well, Izzy's not a team.
I agree.
Woman. She's pretty strong.
Yeah,
and I think
it was still
done that too.
Who?
Yeah, and it was still kind of hard to push it through those puddles. So yeah, there's no way that Team Rubina would have gone through it.
What they were all doing is, as soon as their feet got wet, they were stopping. They should have just powered through it.
Kept going.
Right, don't stop.
Once your shoes are wet, they're not going to get unwet. Just keep going.
They're not, and you're losing momentum. And once that you lose the momentum, that wheel's going to stop. And it was Joseph and Adam that were trying to drag it through the weeds, and that was just getting
they make poor choices occasionally.
Oh, God, but they have good hearts.
Yeah, they're good people.
They do.
They're good people, but and the jolly fellows. Yeah. Oh, I did note here that when they got done, even though Eric and Tucker, well, they spoke to everyone. Jack and Jazz were the next ones. Jazz and Jag were the next ones to show up there, and they said, "Come here, we'll show you how to use the bag machine." The sealer
did they actually show them, or did they just? Oh, okay.
Or maybe they just told them. Anyway, that's help. Help that Izzy and Paige might have needed, because I don't know why it was they seemed to be the only ones that really struggled with that bag sealer.
They didn't demo it.
The very first,
interesting. Normally they demo it.
And when Tucker and Eric were leaving, they did say that that sealing it is tricky.
Yeah,
if you do it too long, the top falls off because you melt it.
Correct. Well, that's what so that first one that they did and it failed, Izzy and Paige, I was like, why don't you have to rebag that. So take the old bag and practice a couple times. See if you can get the right, count for a couple,
That's a good idea. Yeah. Find the sweet spot.
Especially when the next one they did it just again and you had to do it. Oh, that would tick me off.
The ones that failed, I wonder if they were never sealed properly or they tore open in transit.
It could be either, honestly, because
Well,
if they
in
were
Izzy's
not,
case, because they actually tumbled out of the thing.
if they were not
Mhm.
sealed correctly, they would break open. So
They would
good
have lost
thing.
weight.
And they had 10 for 10. They didn't have to go back and redo any.
Right.
So good on them for sealing them well, because theirs did take a couple tumbles, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well,
It was really funny when that wheelbarrow started to go and Paige was there. It looked as if she did nothing to stop it from going. It was like once it started going, it
Oh,
was just
it's
like,
going.
whoa, oh, we're going. You know, it was pretty funny. And then she got really mad, and then that wasn't funny. But there's Tucker and Eric helping Jack and Jazz, or Jazz and Jag. Why do I do that every time? But they can because they're so far ahead, right? You think that's why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can
Yeah.
be nice. So
Mhm.
you guys said with them being so far ahead, they're the team, they're the target. Except if they stay in the head, no one's gonna get a chance to target them.
They got to stay way ahead then. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess maybe the only people that realize how far ahead these boys have been is maybe Jag and Jazz.
Mhm. Yes.
But
Yes,
as we've
because
seen, they
from that
have
particular
no,
detour, yeah.
but as we've seen, they have no problems like throwing in, throwing something at another team if it's going to get them further. So, I mean, they can have their annoyance with Izzy and Paige, but it's a waste of strategy to go after them at this point. If they get another opportunity to do something to another team, they really need to go after my team.
Yeah.
Because my team is cleaning house right now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they really are.
So they'll find their weak spot. They're gonna find something that they can't make happen so quickly.
Yeah. Well, so once they are done with the detour, they're next need to get to the clue box at the Park Comarta. And this one is a roadblock. Okay, so this one was kind of fun. First, they had to find a relief map, and they had to know what a relief map was.
Yes.
But it was weird,
And not walk way past it.
like the relief map wasn't. Do you think it was weird that it was painted all one color?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
I mean, sure.
Usually when you see something like that, it's kind of like a little model, or it's kind of got the streets a different color than the buildings, or so, I don't know, something. But they had to kind of like figure out the positions of these three places to get trivia information about Czech Republic, excuse me. And did I say Croatia? I totally did, didn't I? But Czech Republic. And this one was kind of cool. I know a lot.
I like that they changed the questions, like if you
Guys?
didn't get it right.
I like that too, guys. What's the tallest peak in the Czech Republic?
6,007 feet.
Feet.
What year was the necktie invented?
1607.
91. No, wait,
Sorry,
that was
you'll have to try
what one was the
again.
91? What was the July something
July
1991?
25th, 1991.
Oh, it was at
when they got
1636.
was how they got their independence from Yugoslavia.
Independence, yes.
1636 was the necktie.
Okay, yeah, I got it the second time.
But by the time I was done, I was like, man, I know all these facts. These are pretty great.
Oh, I would fumble that so bad I would never pass it.
I would too. I would too. I would be like Taylor in this situation.
The motto, those ones I just said, those were the easy ones for me. The motto of the as long as we have heart, there will be a Czech Republic or something. Oh no, Croatia.
Sure.
Yeah, Croatia.
It was something, but you had to have it worded exactly. I can't
Yeah.
do it. Anyway, so yeah, that's what they have to do. And the hardest part of this, I think, would have been just the running. Like, who was it that
Going back and forth, back and
let
forth.
the oxygen get to my brain so I can remember these things? Was that Izzy? That was Izzy. Oh, she was huffing and puffing quite a bit.
There was a pretty good distance because they were talking about having to go down like, 3 blocks this way, 2 blocks this way.
Right. And
yeah,
they did that one clue. They put it way up on the top of the hill, up all them steps. It's so mean.
I think it's funny that people who didn't have the relief map had no problem. They've just found it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, because there was enough other people that were also playing it, like they were in there
All
with.
you have to do is look for the film crew.
So when Eric did this once again, he was pretty good. He got it on his first try, and that was it. They were done super quick.
Off they go. Go back to the pub.
When Taylor and Jag get there, they both think the same thing, which is wrong. That
it's going to be the same questions.
I'll just see what the questions are. Well, wait, let's see. And then, Jag tests it.
And then he
says,
went,
okay, they change. Okay, he runs out. Taylor didn't test it. She just assumed. And then, boy, the look on her face, I was so sad.
I thought failing people for not saying feet or miles was...
Well...
when they had the right number.
Okay, maybe
that was almost half the fails.
How many? Yeah, you're right. That was kind of stickler, but you gotta be.
But then maybe they explained it and they just didn't do it. But
the problem with something like this,
I would assume
the problem with something like this is that you go there and you say it and it's wrong. They say it's wrong. You don't know why it's wrong.
Right.
They don't tell you, and you got to figure it out.
Right. They should almost say the correct answer is, and then send them back out.
Now, if you knew that they were going to give you new questions each time, why even run back out? So you miss one. Maybe you can't, because there were 9 facts total, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So probably a handful of them you could remember easily. Maybe.
Yeah, like the sentence ones were at the time were easier for me than the number ones.
Really, the number ones were easier for me, but I look at numbers all day, so maybe that's why. The dates, I mean, that was easy, I thought, but it was cool. I liked it.
But everyone got the king. Everyone got the poet.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody missed those. They all the ones that were missed were
Tomislav, right?
Tomislav. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, they kind of show up there and they are pretty much knocking it out. Nobody gets really tripped up or anything at all during that. It's just the same as it goes. And once they're done with the roadblock and they pass their 3 trivia questions, they get to go to the pit stop. And it was, I did not even write it down what the pit stop was. Wait, maybe I did. The pit stop. No, I did not. Oh yes, the Pepron,
I think.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's where they were going to go on the beach.
Pratano, Cove, yes.
And honestly, like everybody pretty much came in the way that they left, with the exception that Kylan and Taylor went to 3 from 2, and Jack and Jazz went to 2 from 3. They flip-flopped, and the same for Nat and Steph and Joseph and Adam. But Jack and Chelsea and Izzy and Paige still in their same slots. Not a lot of movement, and of course that meant that number 8 stayed number 8, and Rubina and Christina were eliminated. But I thought it was interesting that they said May, because sometimes it does say Will.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, maybe it's a non-elimination round.
And they all grabbed that because there were several teams that commented on it. Do you think that was mean for them to get their hopes up? Maybe a little bit that they still had a chance.
I feel like there was no point in them doing that whatsoever. There was no point in them changing the wording.
They announced the eliminated non-elimination episodes.
I'm sorry?
No.
I thought you told me that last season they said there would be no more.
I think last season there were none, but I don't know if they said that for this season. It was just the wording. It made it seem like it's so to change it, but then not do anything different was kind of odd.
That's what I mean. I don't know what the point was.
Like if it would have been Izzy, would they have said, well? You know, you always wonder that if they want to keep certain groups in.
I suppose that could be allows the production
to question. She's a dynamic character.
Right.
But you're saying so it gives the production a little more power to hold on to somebody if they don't want them to be cut yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like
But,
the
like,
opposite of Big Brother having Rachel go out in a random challenge. Totally opposite.
Yeah.
but Rubina and Christina, if they had been not sent, if they'd said, okay, no, it's a non-elimination leg, next leg you have to do an extra task. With them being so far behind, unless there was an equalizer before the task, I don't even. It might just be sad to watch them.
No, you know what? It would be
Well.
interesting if they saw each other because wouldn't it have been an interesting play for Jag to give them their fast pass to get them past Izzy, and then Izzy would have gone home. But I don't think they see each other.
Yeah.
Well, could you imagine if they did that?
To be fair, I think that Jack and Jag and Eric and Tucker were all already on the finish mat before they even left the pit stop.
Oh, maybe.
I agree.
Tucker and Eric for sure. They were done. They were on the way to the pit stop when they were just leaving the prior one.
Well, and Jack and Chelsea, they took forever to get where they were going because they were lost for a while. And
every leg, when they have to drive and get directions, every time they get
not their strong suit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we did have a little bit of something with Joseph and Adam and Nat and Steph with the whole hey, we'll get directions, we'll get the car.
I think the editing made more of that than either team felt like it, because when the girls were like, "Oh, we're sorry," and the guys were like, "We get it, no problem."
Like, I get Steph saying to Nat, "Hey, at some point we have to be looking out for ourselves." She is not wrong, but I think that they've already said it. So, like, Nat was like, "Well, we're still going to go over there and look for him because we already said we were to not have that bad blood. But maybe next leg we're going to start looking out for number one." Okay, cool. But Joseph and Adam also were like, "Where'd they go? Where'd they go?" Man, she went. They went. Yeah. They're on their way.
They're already out of here.
They did drive by, but I don't know, unless you actually roll the window down and stick your head out and yell the person's name, they're going to hear you as you drive by.
Well, she was at one point yelling their names. Like,
she was yelling it, but like, they weren't like.
If any of you like live in a suburban neighborhood and someone's lost their dog, like, that's very much what this looked like. Just yelling a name randomly out the window. Everyone around them's probably like, "Oh, they must have lost their dog."
When they watched this episode, if they're they probably laughed and called each other and was like, "Oh my God, we totally thought you were gonna ditch us," and we were like, "We totally would have ditched you, but she opened her mouth," and like, they're laughing now. But they're a really fun little alliance. Those two teams.
Team Trainwreck, yes.
Team Trainwreck, yes.
I like it.
But yeah, not a whole lot of movement this week, other than another team goes home. I can't believe next week they'll eliminate another one. We'll be down to 6.
6, and I mean, like, I feel that it logically it seems fairly clear that next week we're either going to lose Jack and Chelsea or Paige and Izzy. It's like they're getting cut, like, right where that last place is the week before.
Yes.
I got to say, Jack and Chelsea are like my new. It's like my rooting for team. That's the team I want to see succeed.
Is that been all season? No,
just recently. Yeah, I like them, and I think how she puts up with her dad, and it's clear she's putting up with him.
I think he's great, though. I don't think there's anything wrong.
I understand, but every kid in the world thinks her parents are lame, and you can tell when she's thinking it.
Oh, that's fine. She can think that, but it is wrong.
But you can read it on her face.
She's like, "Okay, Dad, it is."
Okay. You know what we need to do right now? We need to take a commercial. All right. There we go. Someone jot that down. All right. So yeah, we're still sitting with our teams all in the top 1, 2, and 3, guys.
Yeah, we are. I love that for us.
I love that for us, but that means we might end up being all the way to the end again.
No, it's my replacement team, though.
Oh, that's right.
It's 2.5. We got 2.5.
We can't all be perfect, right, David?
Well, you know.
I think that the top 3 are going to stay in the top 3. maybe one is going to shift down to fourth.
Unless something drastic happens, like, or like someone gets injured, like they've hurt their knee or they've, you know what I mean? Right? Because if someone started racing injured, you know, even if it's just,
or if they have a challenge that requires an animal. Like every time there's a challenge that requires an animal, it's like it's really up to if you've got the animal that's willing to participate or not.
Yes.
That's a great equalizer. Like when they had to ride the elephants across the river, and
they had to do the camel in the Sahara. Remember that was so cool.
Yep.
Were they in Jordan or something with those camels? That was really cool. With the Bedouin people, and they got to sleep in the tents, right? At the pit stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really
cool. And but if you have a camel that's cameling, you are going to end up in last place really quickly.
But what kind of animal would be in Europe that they would have to do that with? I suppose
I don't know.
What didn't we have the milking of the goats?
The great milking of the goats.
Wasn't that a thing? I don't know. There'll be something like that they'll have to do.
There will be. So
whether they have to actually ride by them or just whatever. I think that was last season where they had to drink the milk. They had to like milk it, run up to the woman. She had to, and then they had to drink it or something. Or maybe this is another show I'm watching. I don't know. There's so many reality shows now. What else happened? Anything else standing out?
I don't have any other major notes. There really wasn't, other than the parking lot like thing with the team train wreck. There really wasn't.
There wasn't
anything else.
Okay.
There really wasn't. I absolutely love Ravina at the end, like the final words saying that, like, I'm rooting for Izzy and Paige. Like, Tucker, I love you.
She goes, I want another all-girl team. But why didn't she pick Nat and Steph? Those guys could actually maybe do it. I don't think it's going to be Izzy and Paige. Sorry.
I think it's just because they're buddies. I think they're just probably more buddies with them. But I loved how she said, like, Tucker and Eric are good at everything. It's annoying.
Well,
it would be. It would be if you're in a competition against them.
No
what have they not been good at?
I don't know, but we're going to find it. There's no way they hold first place for the rest of this game every run.
I think we should propose a new rule next season. No saying "let's go" at any time. It's all they freaking say. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, but Christy, that's what all the kids are saying.
Yeah, but they're not. They don't say it anymore. But they're still saying it on Amazing Race. Okay. That's the thing. My kids don't say it anymore.
I would like to go on the record as saying I have never
said it.
You guys can go back to 5 seasons of Big Brother and hear me complaining about the "let's go" because it's Casey's fault. Casey brought the "let's go" into the whole lexicon of reality television show competitions. It's her fault. She did it. Everyone does it after her. I've hated it since the first time. It is not my thing.
But now it's like us using bad slang from the 80s. You know, it's over. The time is over. It's not a thing people say anymore.
I think that's the most roguish thing I've ever heard you say.
Tubular.
Yeah. Far out.
Yeah, I was just looking.
Yeah,
bring all that.
Eric and Tucker have been number one the last 3 weeks, and if they get equalizer and then a U-turn, that would be.
Even if they get a U-turn, they could do both challenges faster than most teams could do one.
Probably.
They're
good at everything. What?
Do you think that would have mattered if they would have picked the boat? They'd have taken that boat right out there, yanked them up there, and.
Are you kidding me?
They would have figured their way.
One of them would have been rowing, and the other one would have been standing at the bow, like with their hair in the wind. See what I mean? With their
little beautiful all-American boy faces up there, you know. Jeez.
Yeah, like
ridiculous.
Seriously. One of them just puts their arm in the water, and it becomes a motor. They're all of a sudden they're there. Jeez, all right.
That's how they do it. But yeah, I mean, there's just really not a whole lot more going on. It was pretty cut and dry, and I just I feel like next week is gonna shift this order though. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was kind of a by the numbers episode.
It was. It really was. Well, I hope not, because I'm not going to be here next week. You guys, next week, Jamie and David will be flying solo, but they got you.
So have a drink. Have a drink when you
Assuming I'm
climb on
alive.
board, because
Assuming I lived through my man cold.
I might jump on and say hi if I can.
yeah. And if you think that I'm going to have the notes in order, honey.
You know what's funny? You say that you'll have 7 pages of notes in outline form.
No, I usually do front and back.
You're like, I need another hour because my notes aren't done.
It's just a small steno pad. But
yeah,
I just because I have to jot down how they come in and stuff, just so I can keep it all straight in my mind. You know?
Yeah.
I would love to know how
someone's got to make sense of the chaos around here. You're the one.
Well, on this,
I would love to know what the margin was. Like, how far was Rabina and her sister really behind Izzy? Were they hours? Were they minutes?
When they ended, yeah.
When they ended, you know what I'm saying? Because it would have been more exciting. Like they should, I don't know.
Sometimes you can tell if it's like
they used to give times, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they used to give you the times, but if it hasn't worked out so far because they've had a lot of days where it's overcast. But if it's a nice, clear, sunny day, you can kind of make the judgment.
Yeah. Is it later? Is the sun starting to like set a little bit? You know what they could do? Listen, CBS, this is stuff you guys could put out there on social medias or stuff, to promote, Amazing Race and like extra information out there when we want to know those things. That's fine if you don't want to put them in the editing. We will look for that, but put them out there so we can kind of see the times, a la some sort of like sports tracker, right? Everybody came in.
Well, you know what they could do too? They could do like an enhanced, like, on the NFL, you can listen to the joking people, or that's where some of these reality shows need to go. You
want subscribers to Paramount Plus? Offer the enhanced Amazing Race. I love it.
Love it.
Fantastic.
Or Big Brother, even with Big Brother, live commentary through it. Yeah.
Wow, that'd be fantastic.
I like it.
Yep.
TM. We are copywriting that right now. It's our idea. If CBS wants it, they have to pay us. Okay.
Jeff wouldn't do it anyway.
Just because they have to pay someone. All right.
It's too hard for production.
It's too hard. It's too hard, you guys.
But we will be here next week to see what happens. Maybe there will be a big shakeup. Maybe it'll be the same old thing. Who knows? But we'll see you here next week on Thursday night. In the meantime, you can come and visit us on our Facebook page at Tally the Votes, and come join, say hi. That's where David's going to put Halloween pictures, costume pictures.
Yeah, and we are at the time of the year where some of the best like reality show memes are coming out because it's kind of drying up a little bit before the new year hits. Yeah. So people are out there creating fun things for us to share.
When the new year hits, that means Traitors is coming.
Traitors, and then AU Survivor.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
With David.
Traitors, AU Survivor. Those are good things.
It'll be fine.
I'm keeping an open mind.
I'm keeping an open mind. Me too.
If he starts out explaining their new casting process, I'm out.
Or that they're shortening the season.
Yeah.
That's a red flag. Got it.
Or that they will no longer have villains.
Did you hear what Probst said on his podcast?
What did he say?
Well, not him, his guest. Basically said,
Jeremy. It was Jeremy who said
basically said that it was AU versus the World was invalid because it wasn't long enough to be Survivor.
Oh, yes. That's hilarious. That's
I'm going, did they not watch?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Because, yes, it was less days, but it was also less players. So you can't have more days when there's less players. I mean, starting by that. But, but then what doesn't that then invalidate their seasons?
Kind of, yeah.
26?
Well, no, the last 5 anyway.
Well, no, I think they've done that shortened season since
since COVID. They shortened it in COVID, and then they just never went back.
But that's already been 10 seasons.
Oh, yeah, okay. Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, 9.
Here's the thing, like,
well, the one that they've already.
Because the first one was already in the can when they.
Well, yeah, but they're still doing it with 50.
Right. So it'll be the 10th.
Yeah. So it was Jeremy. Jeremy called out Parv. It wasn't just Australian Survivor.
Yeah.
He said that Parv's win doesn't count as a two-time winner.
He sounds awfully bitter to me, doesn't he?
Yep.
It's almost
absolutely.
Like maybe they're mad that Australia didn't ask him to play.
That's how I feel, but you know.
But
sorry, Jeremy, you got to get out there and play some of these other games. Parvati's made a name for herself. She's done 2 other shows after Survivor, besides Survivor, before she did Australian Survivor.
Yeah.
So, you know.
She did 3.
She did.
Yeah,
and she did the challenge?
I don't know.
No, maybe she did.
I don't know.
She did Deal or No Deal Island.
Okay, so Traders, Deal or No Deal Island.
So she's kind of been, she's making people remember her. Jeremy, who dat?
Yeah.
New phone,
I mean, also, I saw what Parv was able to do in that final challenge. So
I know. And until they watch that, they best shut their mouth.
And put that up against anything they do on U.S. Survivor anymore.
It was it was a really great season.
Pretty intense. It was good.
I will say this, though. I was behind 3 episodes. I'm now current, and the season doesn't totally suck.
It has its downs and it has its ups. That's the way I look at it.
That's the best praise I can give it.
I haven't watched this week yet. I'll watch it tomorrow.
It's not total ass, but it's
just
one
S.
So while we're on the Amazing Race, before we dip out of here, how many people did we have from Survivor play on the Amazing Race? We have a Big Brother season, but who are all of our Survivor players?
I don't know. Somebody got their keyboard handy.
Yep. Speaking of,
Rob played for sure, right? And won.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, and by the way, the Uncle Jeff thing is stupid.
Yeah, I don't love it either.
I worried today that they'd be running Dunkin' Donuts ads in Kentucky.
Okay.
Did you guys see Boss Rob's doing the Dunkin' Donut spokesman?
Yeah. I did not see that.
Yeah, that's why I said if they run those. That's why I said if they start running those again in Kentucky, somebody's gonna have surprise.
Rupert played with his wife.
Rupert and his wife.
Remember that?
Corrine
for one episode. I think they played one episode because they were like eliminated in the first. First race.
So Corinne from Survivor 17, Corinne Kaplan.
Yeah.
And
Robin Amber.
Keith Duncan before that from 20.
Oh, stick with the plan.
Yep. Ethan and Jenna.
Oh, and then
Rest in peace, Keith.
I liked Keith.
I too.
Eliza and Corinne.
In that moment when he said stick with the plan, he was like, I cannot believe I'm surrounded by idiots. Guys.
Oh, and then there was Natalie and Nadia and Mike White and his dad.
Yes. Oh, Mike White and his dad was so sweet. So there have been, but they've never done like an all Survivor season.
No, this was obviously to pull as much of the Big Brother audience as they could over.
Yeah, but then they always treat Big Brother like it's the ugly step brother show,
They do.
Right?
They do. Right? It's the threat. That's where you're gonna go if you don't behave.
Yeah, and they sometimes just like bail on it. It seems like they're just phoning it in for a couple weeks every year. You're just like, seriously,
yeah, they do. They just leave it in the hands of the interns and they go on vacation.
Right. Yes, because it's summertime, and one must be.
You watch the house.
Summertime.
you watch the pets. We'll be back.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if they ever tried an all Survivor Amazing Race.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
New era. They all quit at the end of the first episode. This is too hard.
I'd check it out.
No, what's his name? The one that couldn't get up the ladder.
Brandon.
Put him on.
Please don't.
And make them
don't. Make there
be a ladder challenge of some sort.
He is much better at podcasting than he is ladder climbing. Let him just stay where he's at, guys.
No, because this could be redemption for him, Jamie.
It's not.
Great.
You know it isn't.
If you're gonna think about going on the Amazing Race, start.
What would you do if you're all Survivor players and then you get on the Survivor and then they make the teams for you and you get him on your team? Like, God damn it. I'm going home. Forget this. I'm out of here.
You know what would be cool with Survivor? Is if nobody knew who the teams were, they had them all in
That's
a
what
big
I
hat,
mean.
and people went up and had to draw their
There's
partner out.
Draw the rocks.
That would be cool.
Draw those
We've
rocks,
given CBS gold tonight.
Yep.
Gold.
We have so many ideas. This is the season.
Yeah.
It's all of the spirits. It's all of the spirits on this Halloween's Eve.
It's all the long gone Amazing Race fans who are speaking to us from the other side, telling us what they would like to see.
This is what we want.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you could join us for the seance. That was thanks for coming.
But yeah, we're gonna wrap up now. Okay. Tally the votes at Facebook, as I said. Come there, come see our Halloween costumes or whatever other goofy things we're going to talk about or see or whatever. And if you would like to send us an email or I don't know, anything you want to send us, you can get us at tallythefeedback@yahoo.com. That is right. Yahoo still exists. Tallythefeedback@yahoo.com. Yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe this on down below, right down below on our video cast. Then you can see when we're gonna be up again when we get another one scheduled. But it will likely be same batch channel, same back time. I don't know. You guys can change the time, I suppose. Yeah, next Thursday. All right. And we would like to also thank the Jay and Jack Network for helping host us and doing all that they do. And Colleen for us up on the feed. And wow, David
is like shoving us out the door right now. There are no Minnesota goodbyes in tonight's
as soon as I
podcast.
Said Colleen,
get out.
I think he's being mean to you. But yeah,
that was like the last call lights right there.
It was. He flickered them. But if you would like to be a patron of Jay and Jack, you can head over to patreon.com/Jay and Jack and be a patron at any level. Anything helps. But right now we're going to thank 4 significant special donors: Maggie, Joanne, Eckhart, and Ed. Guys, thank you very much for just always being so generous and helping us out.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. All right, well, that's all I got. So I'm outie.
You guys have a happy Halloween.
Be safe. Don't talk to strangers.